All right, so hello everyone. I will be starting very soon, in about a minute or so. Okay, we are going to get started. So, hello everyone. Welcome to our first Capital Division webinar. So, the topic we're going to talk about today is how to CKI over the summer. And so, let's get into the webinar. All right. So, just a quick introduction about me. So my name is Leanna Fong, and I go to University of California, Davis as an upcoming third year. And my hometown is San Francisco, California, so that's where I'm originally from. And I'll be serving you as your Capital Co-Officer of Orientation this term. And what my role consists of is educating our members and helping them develop over the term. And I've been in Circle K for about 2 years, and my major is clinical nutrition, hopefully to become a future dietitian or nurse, and my minor is Asian American Studies. And just a fun fact, I like pineapple on pizza, and I choose cereal and then milk. So for those that disagree with me, I'm sorry to disappoint. All right, so get started. So today, um, now that summer has begun, well, you're probably wondering, well, what's coming up next, or what are you able to get involved with, and how to keep your involvement in Circle K. So what we're going to do today is talk about the three tenets of service, leadership, and fellowship. And we're going to go through in detail of how you're able to accomplish those tenets during the summer. All right, so first off, we're going to talk about service. Okay. All right, so as you can see here, this is a map of our CNH district, which stands for California, Nevada, Hawaii, which consists of the divisions that are shown below, which is Capital, Golden Gate, Sunset, Central Coast, Desert Oasis, Hill, Metro, Citrus, and Paradise. And for us, we are known as Capital Division, which consists of 9 schools. And when you're during the summer, you're probably going to be back home, and you're probably wondering, oh, well, how can I get involved when I'm back home? And knowing the CNH map that's shown here, to learn how you can get more involved, you can contact your respective LTG, Lieutenant Governor, for more information. And the other thing that you could also do is visit the resources.cnhcirclek.org, where you're able to get more information on your respective division based upon your hometown area that you're located. And for this map, you could always access it in the CNH website if you ever are curious about it. Okay, so we're going to talk about service organizations. And there is a wide range of service projects that you're able to be involved with. So I have a few listed here. For example, the first one I have is animal shelters, and then we also have like churches, city events. So usually city events can consist of local marathons and sport concessions, perhaps in your local area. You may have like a game that's coming up, and you can always help out in the concessions area. There are also local soup kitchens that can be available as well. And also with the service projects, the good thing about it is you can always think about collaborating with other clubs and organizations, such as the ones I have a few listed below, such as Red Cross, Salvation Army, and even local Kiwanis that are in your local area. And one thing to keep in mind is that for your service event to be considered as a CKI event, it must be advertised to your own Circle K club to make sure that everyone has a fair chance of attending and just to allow our members to combine support. Okay, we're gonna move on to summer events. So the ones I have here are a few of the photos of some of the summer events that have happened within the last month, and also some of summer events that will be happening coming up soon. So the first thing I want to talk about is Key to College. So we had Key to College back last June. And basically, what Key to College is that it focuses on educating graduating Key Clubbers that are entering their first year in college on how to pick and choose classes, learning about the resources available on campus for them, and also that it's important for them to take care of their personal health. And even though not everyone's a Key Clubber, this was an event that was hosted that allowed high school students in general just to know and understand, what is it that they can look forward to in college. And so for this event, usually we're able to host workshops to give them the resources that they need and the guidance that we can help them with. And then we also have had some clubs, local clubs in our division where we have our summer general meetings. So the one shown here, for example, is one that we've had previously at UC Davis, which is our first summer general meeting. And usually we had also had our small scale service, which you can see we had our Kiwanis Family House volunteering, and we also had a dinner social and Chihapa work party. And so these summer general meetings, you can always ask your home club president or executive officers for more information on just the date and the time that these summer general meetings can happen. And usually they would post on Facebook just to make to notify you and to have it on your schedule. And then the next summer event that's actually upcoming is the Sacramento State's sixth small scale summer service social, which is actually happening the July 22nd to the 24th. And these are, for example, events that if you're interested in, you can come through and support. And if you have any questions about the events, you could always contact the home club for more information. And for the last photo we have is, for example, a Circle K sign up sheet. And usually the sign up sheets allows members to see, what kind of upcoming events are going to come are happening. And also if let's say if you need a ride to a certain event, that's also another way that you could also get a ride for an event. And so, yeah, sign up sheets are usually a good way to keep yourself notified throughout the term and get involved. Okay. All right. So now that we've talked about the service events that you can partake in and the opportunities that can lie ahead, usually in order to earn service hours, you can complete a club event report form, which is also known as a SURF. And this is our way of making sure that your service hours are recorded and are given to your club officers to make sure that they are informed that you attend a certain service event. So, for example, here we have a photo of a simple surf. And what it usually consists of is you would put down the name of the event, so which is where your service was or what the name of the service event that you attended. And then the event chair would be usually the person that was in charge of the event. And then the person filling out the surf would usually be a member that was assigned to fill out the surf for that specific event. And then we also have the date and time of the event, and we also have the location, event contact, and number. So basically, it's pretty self-explanatory, where you're just kind of listing the service event, the time and date of it, and the location and all that information. And in terms of the tags that are above, usually the main purpose of the tags are to inform your officers what what kind of event it was. And usually the tags are used to categorize the service events that you attend. It could also be leadership and fellowship as well. So it's considered more as an overall record for hours that you partake in. And if you ever have any questions, you could always email your respective club secretary and they could help you with the process of filling out the SURF. Okay. All right, so now we're going to talk about leadership, the next tenet. All right, so divisional events. We do have a couple events that do take place during the summer. For example, what you're seeing here is the June and July GCM, and what we consider, it's also considered as the Capital Division retreats that we have annually, where it takes place in Indian Springs, California. And for example, our theme this past or this year was Welcome to Our Worlds. And so usually what happens at the Capital Retreat is it's basically a good opportunity for you to outreach and get to know new members. Basically, you're able to be put into groups and you do all of these fun and summer activities where you're able to bond with each other, learn from each other, and basically just get involved. And you're probably wondering, well, what does DCM mean? And DCM means Divisional Council Meeting. And what usually happens during those meetings is when each club in our division or capital division are able to kind of just update all of us on, what are the past events that each respective club had hosted and future events that will be taking place, just to make sure that members are informed if they are interested in learning about other clubs and as well as joining the future events that would be hosted by the respective clubs. And yes, so hopefully next year, I hope that you will consider coming to this event. It's really fun. I definitely enjoyed coming to this event. And I think it's definitely a good opportunity to bond with each other and really just learn about what our organization is all about. Okay, so we're going to talk about quad DCM, and you're probably wondering what quad DCM is. And originally, when we talked about quad DCM, DCM is the divisional council meeting, right? And usually, the reason why it's called quad is there are actually four divisions that are at the event, which consists of Capital, which is our division, and there's also Central Coast, Sunset, and oh, that was a mistake. But the other one was Golden Gate. That was sorry about that. So those are like the four divisions that come up. And yeah, as you can see here, these are a couple of the photos from last Quad DCM where we were able to all meet up within the northern part of our district of CNH. And actually, our next upcoming Quad DCM is on August 10th. That's going to be taking place in Oakland, California. And just to let you all know, if you're actually interested in joining and coming through to Quad DCM, which I hope to see all of you, registration is due on Wednesday, July 22nd. So make sure to sign up and hope to see you all there. And basically, you're able to bond with each other. And this is more of a large scale, so you're able to actually meet different members from other divisions. So it's definitely a good event where you're able to outreach with other members in different areas of our district. Okay, okay, awesome. Another thing is in terms of club level events, there's actually a lot of events that do take place by each individual club. And so if you're interested in learning more about it, you can always contact your service vice president or chair. And even though it's not listed on here at the moment, there are larger scale events that kind of do happen later on in the term. So, for example, we have CKI North that usually happens around October, and then we also have our fall training conference that usually happens in November, and those are usually the district events that happen in the fall. So that's something that you can think about and look forward to. And yes, that's just a little update on terms of club level and the district events that usually would happen more on the fall rather than the summer. Okay, now we're gonna go to international events. So CKIX is a international event that happens annually, and usually it happens in different areas depending on the term. And so usually this event is held in mid-June or early July, where you're able to meet Circle K members from all over the world. So this is why it's considered a international event. And they all come together and they discuss about the Circle K organization. They also elect on the constitutional bylaws and as well as the international president, vice president, and trustee at large. And so this is actually a good event if you're wanting to participate at the more large scale level. And definitely, if this is something you can consider, it's definitely a good event. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I know a lot of people have met a lot of people from other states, possibly, and definitely, this is an event that if you want to really get more involved deeply, this is the event for you. And also, yes, so that's my update on the international events for the summer that took place past June and early July. Okay, now we're gonna talk about fellowship. Okay, so first off, you can always check us out on our social media. So here we have listed our Facebook group of Capital Division of CNH Circle K. We also have our Instagram page and we also have our YouTube channel. It's also called Capital Division of CNH Circle K. And we also have our main CNH CKI district website. And you can always check us out on social media just to get updates on past events that have taken place, whether it's service, leadership, or fellowship. And it's definitely a good opportunity to know what has happened, just to keep yourself updated as members and to also keep your involvement and look forward to future events that are usually posted on these social media sites. And this is definitely a good opportunity where if you want to share with your friends, or you might have certain people that you know that might be interested in joining Circle K International, this is definitely one of the main ways I would say that you could tell them about, oh, what are the future events that you need that they could attend in order to start their involvement. So definitely check out the social media. Definitely a good resource. And also another thing is to subscribe to our Capital newsletter. And so what we have here is the May and June Capital Courier. And this is usually where this is another resource where you're able to be updated on the past events that have taken place, messages coming from every respective club in Capital Division, as well as the introduction of our divisional leadership team and all those resources of knowing, what are the kind of events that have taken place and what are future events that will occur as we go on toward the term. So definitely look out to the Capital newsletter. It will definitely be a good resource to help you get caught up and see what's going on in our division this term. All right, so that's all I have for today. Thank you all for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do feel free to let us know. And there is also going to be a sign up sheet to help you earn MRP status. So you'll be able to get leadership hours for tuning in today. And as I have below, that's the link that you can go on to sign in to say that you participated in our webinar today. I hope that this webinar educated you and helped you learn about how you can stay involved over the summer. And I will be here for about 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to answer any questions that you will have. Okay, let's see. The first question I got is if you had to pick a favorite summer event in capital, what would it be? That's a good question. For me, let's see. I'm going to say the Capital Division retreat that we have annually. The reason I mentioned that is, first of all, I know not everyone here might be a fan of camping, but I actually enjoy camping because it's actually a definitely good way to bond with others. I think, having the bonfire, the tents, doing all these summer activities in nature and the wilderness is definitely an event that I enjoy going to because you're able to network with others kind of without the presence of social media a little bit. I know some people might have data here and there, but when you're in nature, it's definitely a good chance where I was able to enjoy myself being at the event and being present at the moment. So, yes,
Mhm.
I would say the Capital Division member retreat would be my favorite summer event. Yes. Okay, so since there are no more questions, I just want to say thank you for tuning in to our first webinar for Capital Division this term. I hope you enjoy viewing our webinar today. And yes, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, always feel free to let me know, message me, contact me, and I'll willingly answer all of your questions that you may have. And also, another thing is, Joey Pontius, our Lieutenant Governor, will be hosting office hours to talk about the district proposals that have came up recently. And if you have any other questions you would like to ask him, he'll be available from 9 to 11 p.m. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.